NeonicVoid Productions presents.
Welcome to Book Watchers. It feels so weird doing that now because it's been a minute. But yeah, hi. Welcome to Book Watchers. I'm your host, Diavon. And I'm here with Jacob.
We started like while I was Googling something, like right in the middle, so I'm like,
good. I did my job.
Okay, cool.
Catch you off your groove.
Right, cool.
Catch you off your groove.
I had questions that I needed answers to, and I got those answers. So all right.
Okay.
So
welcome to Book Watchers.
Like,
I don't know what you want me to
see what I have. See what I have to deal with. Like you guys can like turn off the attitude, like his attitude at the end of the episode. I have to live with that. Like,
oh, you're one to talk.
Right,
you ain't no saint. You give just as much attitude and sass. I'm not the one to give sass.
Yeah, because you're the one. You're the one that will like come in guns blazing.
I don't come in guns blazing. You're exaggerating.
I'm not.
He's exaggerating
every week, and every time. No, because every week we go play D&D together, and as soon as I walk in that room, he's all like, "What's up, slut? What's up, whore? What's up, faggot?"
Those are terms of endearment.
Escalates from there.
Terms of endearment.
I'm
going to have to take out the word faggot because this is a sponsored episode.
Yes, it is. Speaking of which, hi, how are you? Like, of course, I'm Jacob.
Yeah.
It's been quite a minute. It's been a minute
since we
sat down and it's been like several weeks since we last recorded.
Someone doesn't love me anymore because somebody had to have life and
get a job so I can pay my bills.
Yeah.
And this one over here is jealous because he tried to apply for the same job too.
I tried,
and they were like, "Oh, we're not hiring anymore. We should."
It's so
by the way, they're gonna have another class starting soon. You should go back and reapply because they just told me they have another training group coming in, so you need to go apply.
I will go apply.
Try again.
Do that.
And I'm just warning you. I'll feel sorry if they tell you that they're not hiring anybody anymore, but I'm gonna also laugh because like, because that's what best friends do. We laugh at each other's pain.
Yeah, I'll remember that when I punch you in the nose. When I get a ladder to get up to your level, and there's.
Well, while you're climbing up, go ahead and. That music, get the fuck out of my face.
You're freezing up, my dude. Oh, it fixed it.
Am I?
Yeah, you were.
Okay. No, okay, because for whatever reason, Apple Music just popped up on my computer. It's like, get this free. Like, no, I don't want this free trial. Get the fuck out of my face.
Damn.
The fuck?
Damn.
Like, no, I don't need Apple Music. I got Spotify. They're way better. Get out of here.
Yeah, Spotify is better. And
thank God. Well, thankfully, we're not being sponsored. That's not who's sponsoring us today. But anyway, yeah. So we got. We took a bit of a break because I started.
Oh yeah, sorry. Continue. I thought we're going to do the housekeeping before we do the sponsor. But anyway, continue what you're saying.
Okay. Rude. Interrupt me. Jeez. Anyway, so yeah, we took a bit of a break from recording. You can still find us both at Voidonica on the D&D podcast. But we took a break from Book Watchers because like we were just talking about, I started a new job. And you can see Devin over there is still very salty about it. And that was basically my whole life for the past 2.5 weeks. Oh, it's been more than that, like 3.5 weeks now. And things are settling down. I finally had the time and energy to sit down and so we can record.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully we'll be recording more regularly again. Get things back on track.
Yeah.
And while we were taking a break, little Miss Sunshine over here.
Stop. Well, Mr. Me.
Little Miss Sunshine, and I mean that in the most annoying way possible. Was being a busy little bee,
doing the most,
and
doing the most,
and managed to get us sponsorship. But before we talk about that sponsorship, housekeeper, take it away.
Oh, me. Oh my god. Oh,
well, Tiff ain't here, so
that's true.
And I'm not good at housekeeping.
That's true. If you look in the description below, you'll see a link that'll take you to the link tree of NeonicVoid Productions. That will take you to the other podcasts of the NeonicVoid family. You want to go listen to D&D, you want to go listen to spooky stuff, you want to go listen to other episodes of the Book Watchers or the YouTube channel, you can go on there and subscribe. All those links will be in the description below. Well, getting into the sponsor today, we are sponsored by Audible, baby. Audible. Ooh,
Hell yeah,
baby! I've been using you forever to do these episodes I'm doing, and girl. So if you look at the description below, you'll see a link, an Audible link that'll take you to a free trial, and you get a free book with said free month trial. So if you want a free month trial of Audible and a free book, please click on that link. But yeah, no.
Please, we get money.
We get we get paid. Hey, but you know,
we're getting paid.
Again.
Cut that out. I don't want to be.
But that would help us a lot. And it's also a free book. So let me tell you, I've been using Audible forever, and this is not even sponsored because I use them on the daily. Literally. All these episodes that I've been doing, all because of Audible, because my dyslexic butt likes to listen to audiobooks and read along with them. So that's what I've been doing. And I decided to, you know what? Let's see if we can get Audible. And we got Audible. And I about lost my mind when I got it. And I'm like, oh my God. Yes. So yes, that'll be in the description below as well with the link tree. Going into today's episode, the next couple weeks are going to be shorter episodes because these books are going to be much smaller than I'm going to be doing. We're still waiting on somebody to finish The Wheel of Time. No rush. Really no rush.
Little update. So yes, a little update on The Wheel of Time. So where we left off on book 9, and since then it's been like what, 2 months since we last recorded. We recorded the last. Recorded for book 9.
Yeah.
It's been 2 months. In that time, I've been busy. I finally read the last 5 books. I'm on book 14 right now. Like I literally just started. I'm only on the prologue. Damn. And think about The Wheel of Time. The prologue is long. Like I swear to God, I thought I was already like midway, like a good chunk of the way into these books, and then it just like turned the page, chapter 1. I'm like, this was only the prologue? The fuck, Robert Jordan?
Oh my God.
I mean, yeah, rest in peace, my guy. But you told an entire story. Like it wasn't even a recap. It was like an entire new story.
Damn.
In just the prologue alone. I mean, Brandon Sanderson is he wrote the last 3. He wrote the last 3 novels because unfortunately Robert Jordan passed away before he could finish his novels, and I'm not gonna lie, you can tell because
is that in a bad way or
no? It's not in a bad way because like Brandon Sanderson did a good job of writing these characters the same way that Robert Jordan did. He kept their personalities intact, but you can tell that there's like it seems like the notes that Robert Jordan left behind were very like they were detailed, so there was enough information for Brandon Sanderson to like close out the story for us. But it seems I get the feeling that there was supposed to be more. Like if it was Robert Jordan writing this, I'm pretty sure it would have extended far past 14 books. But now it's like it's clear that Brandon Sanderson was trying to just close out the series
Yeah.
because it instead of like this journey, because like Robert Jordan's writing style is almost like a journey. He's taking you on a journey of this story,
Mhm.
but Brandon Sanderson is getting to the point. Is now just getting to the point, which isn't a bad thing. Like he's condensed a lot of like the remaining story down. So I'm pretty sure Robert Jordan had originally intended for Tom Gaiden to last like multiple books, but
Yeah.
now it's been condensed into just one. Book 14 is the entire final battle, and but there was a great build up
Mhm.
for Tom Gaiden because like after book 9 and in book 10 and on, like book 10 was like a recap, but it was from the perspective of the characters that we didn't see at all in book 9. And they were just like the Dark One's presence, his influence on the world is growing. Even though they fixed the weather, now like crops are dying quicker, the harvest spoils rather even if they preserve it, like do take all the steps to preserve it as best they can, it spoils very quickly. So now there's famine. They have to deal with famine, and Trollocs are starting to they're using the ways
Mhm.
to invade the other nations. And there was just a bunch of other things, and it's leading up into it's leading us up into the final battle. um I'm not going to spoil too much, other than this last book is going to be a rough ride. It's going to be a roller coaster. There's going to be a lot of like there's going to be a lot of death, a lot of battle. It's going to be just pure carnage everywhere, and some of our some of our characters will not survive. Like I kind of spoiled it for myself, but I already know several characters from the main group is going to die. I'm not going to tell you who,
Don't
and
do this to me.
I'm pretty sure there are going to be other characters that will die too.
Well, I can't wait till you talk about them. The last 5 books, which will be
Yeah,
relatively soon, ish. We'll probably
hopefully
be,
soon.
we'll probably
And
have at
we're gonna be like,
least 4 or 5 episodes, most likely till then. About another month, maybe month
so
and a half.
so I was thinking for the final 5 books,
Mhm.
because book 9 and 10 are basically the same story
Yeah.
except told from different perspectives. 11 and 12 and 13. Okay, no. 11 had more progression. 12 and 13 uh were pretty much like 9 and 10. They happened at the same time, but like we're like 12 had certain big events, 13 had other big events, but they happened at the same time that were separate.
So you're thinking about
Like
combining episodes with 4 of the books, 9 and 10, and
yeah,
12
so I
and
was thinking
13.
11, I was going to do 10 and 11, 12 and 13, and then 14 will just be its own, because that's going to be a lot. That's going
Yeah.
to be just
Yeah. It's gonna be a journey. The ending to the saga. But
yeah.
today we are continuing on through books that I have read over the course of Jacob reading the Wheel of Time series. So a book where I'm going to be talking about today is called Dark Harvest, and it's written by Norman Partridge. I'm terrible at names, y'all. Sorry. Norman is born is a Californian author. He normally writes horror and mystery fiction. He was born on May 28th, 1958. I'm trying to see if there's any well-known works of his that people would know outside of the Dark Harvest. I mean, he did a novel for The Crow for that franchise, if anyone knows that series. He did The Crow Wicked Prayer. Outside of he did. Outside of that, I think he did like a bunch of short story stuff, and he's only written like a handful of novels. 1, 2, 6. And then he did like 2 books for like a mystery series, and I don't know if he's written anything since 2010 maybe was the last thing he read or last thing he wrote. So it's been a little bit since he released a book, but this one we're talking about, Dark Harvest, was released back in 2006. This is a short horror novel, obviously, because it's me. Duh. So,
right.
This book is set in the Midwest in an unnamed town, Midwestern town, where each year all of the young men of said town take part in a yearly ritual in which they hunt a giant pumpkin-headed creature that appears from the corn. It's known as the October Boy or Sawtooth Jack. Yeah.
Wait, is this what Pumpkinhead was based off of?
No, because Pumpkinhead came out before Dark Harvest. Because Pumpkinhead was the 80s. Yeah, Dark Harvest is 2006. They made a movie on Dark Harvest as of recently. Last year in 2023, they released a movie for Dark Harvest. But this might have been inspired by Pumpkinhead for all I know. Because, I mean, if you haven't seen Pumpkinhead, do so. It's a fun movie. I'm surprised I haven't talked about this book yet. That's my list.
Pumpkinhead?
Yes. So I have the first one somewhere. And I think my boyfriend has like the second. Second one's apparently hard to find.
I'm pretty sure Johnny has all of them.
Oh, I'm sure. Because he's the one that told me about Pumpkinhead first time. But basically, these young men gather in a town in their center of the Midwestern town as they conduct this ritual where this pumpkin-headed creature comes from the corn, and they have to basically catch him before he reaches the church in the town. Before midnight. Because if it reaches the church by midnight, they've lost, which could be catastrophic for the town. Girls are forbidden from entering in this hunt as well, which is weird. The winner of the hunt receives the ability to leave the town, something not otherwise possible. Because most people that are stuck there. They're not allowed to leave the town. So they're living there their whole lives. And the one person that wins gets to leave, gets to go wherever they want. And the main character, and the person who wins, his family is given a new car, a new home, and a year free of bills. Winners are, of course, in this town, winners are frequently idolized. And then they mentioned one winner from the previous year before, Jim Shepard. And of course, he's currently idolized because he's the last winner from the year before. So, unbeknownst to the patrons, now this is going to be a very loose summary because let me tell you, it's been a while since I've read this book, and it's very short. It's less than 200 pages. So, I'm not going to go over every single little detail, but I'm just going over the big broad strokes of it. So, the participants do not know the truth of the ritual. And of course, like most things, it's far darker than they really realize. So while the winner's family does receive their prizes, now, I mean, they kind of show this. Wow, they really showed the plot early. It's early. I don't know if I want to use this. Hold up. Let me see if I can find more detailed. I might have to do some editing on this one. Because I don't know if I want to use that because they really go over the spoiler like right off the bat, and I don't know if I want to do that. Cookies. No.
Can't use that. You're already. That's okay. You're cutting this out.
I'm cutting this out. Yeah. Because I mean, I can
like,
talk about it, but I don't want to throw out the spoiler this quick. Someone had to talk about the review of the main plot of the book. Come on now.
Is this an Audible original type book, or is this like a
No, it's an actual novel.
independent author? It's an actual.
Yeah, it's an actual novel that they written back. That this guy written back in 2006.
So okay, so describe the scene to me. Like, what do you think you can't talk about? Is it like hard? Like, is it hard?
It gives
word or
no. I mean, it's not like it's bad, but the spoiler, the twist of the thing, you don't find out to the very end of the book. And they're already talking about it in the summary that I'm going off of. They talk about it like in the beginning, and I'm like, oh, whoa, no, that is too soon, babes.
like no?
I don't want to go over all that this quick. If I have to bullshit, I'll bullshit. But
like, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. No,
sorry, and because this one was on the fly.
this. Bro, that brought back memories.
Oh God, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah, it's a shame Amazon ran them out of business. So I know my sister was buying from them a lot when my nibblings were young.
Yeah.
But now it's just like
But the book in Halloween 1963. Okay, cool. So we're dealing with a Midwest town, cool ritual, October boy, blah, blah, blah. So the story's following a boy named Pete McCormick.
Mhm.
And his goal, of course, he's coming of age to be able to enter in the hunt or the ritual or whatever. And his goal is to kill the October boy or not kill him, but like catch him, whatever, because he wants to leave. He's done here. He's like, I need to escape this. Yeah. So I need to escape this dead horse town. And he's willing to risk, of course, everything to do it. So the ritual happens, obviously, and they start going on. The participants start gathering around the town, and they start hunting down this October boy. And throughout the whole book, you're kind of just like, is there really a pumpkin-headed monster or something, or is this like some metaphor where they're not going to actually kill the thing or take the thing down? Maybe it's a person wearing a pumpkin head, and it's just like a costume, metaphorical. Turns out, no, it's not. You do actually see that there's a creature coming out of the pumpkin, out of the corn. It's literally a living creature that has a head like a pumpkin, like a jack-o'-lantern, and you're just like, what? And the story is basically about Pete going around trying to either catch the October boy and then finding out what's really going on. As like he comes across bullies and other people that try to either kill each other, or whatever to get the October boy, because it's the one hope for freedom. But the sad part is it really freedom, or is that a trap? Bum bum bum.
They got to put it's a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap. So Pete, of course, is trying to
Let me see if
survive.
there is.
Huh?
Let me see if there isn't, bastards. I think I need to purchase that.
Or just what?
The sound on Discord.
Oh my God. It's a trap. So
It's a trap. Do I have to buy it? I'm now curious. Keep going. I'm listening.
So with that, Pete eventually does discover the secret of what's happening. Now, this secret it comes in maybe about 3/4 of the way of the book as he's trying to get the October Boy, and he's already had a couple run-ins with some young men who are psychos who try to kill them and each other to get to the thing because it's one grace of freedom and able to help their families and free year of bills, no bills and shit. But you can kind of tell that something is afoot because the people, the family, the previous family are very distraught and kind of just like you can tell something's wrong. Something's not right. And Pete starts catching on and he does find out about what really happened. So the ritual, of course, is the winner of it, the winner's family receive all these prizes, right? But
Right.
the boy who wins leaves and no one sees him leave. But the thing is, he doesn't actually leave. They kill him. The winning boy is killed, so they may become the creature for next year. So the October
Fucking called
Boy,
it.
right? I was like, no. So the October Boy is the boy who won the previous year. And he basically got sacrificed. And he's going to get sacrificed. And the thing continues. And
shame.
the following year, he's of course then reincarnated as the monster with the pumpkin head. The character's father, Pete, and Jim's father, Dan, is forced to carve a face for the creature before the event. So his father is forced to carve his son's face, the pumpkin. That's kind of fucked. And then later, of course, the creature is pursued. Didn't necessarily get caught. He almost got caught a couple times. But if it does happen to make it to the church by midnight, many of the town's fathers are aware of the truth of the ritual and allow their sons to take part. So the fathers know about the secret, and it's a lot of like we gotta keep the tradition going because it kind of keeps they kind of give you like a little tidbit that the ritual has something to do with the crops as well. So they don't do the ritual, it fucks up the town, and they're kind of all fucking screwed if they don't do it. So
It's like, who was it like? South Park did a fucking skit on a story just like this, and I think Children of the Corn was just like this too. Like, oh, we need to sacrifice because
I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly that it deals with the crops and stability of the town. The summary I'm looking at doesn't talk about that, but I'm pretty sure that's partially why they have to keep that intact. Because obviously, when people find out that they're trying to stop, that Pete and his friends end up turning on the ritual and try to stop it or save the October Boy or whatever. People try to get in their way to stop them from interfering with the ritual itself. Ultimately, the October Boy does manage to get to the church, and with help of the several local teens, and he finds out that the October Boy finds out that his father unalived himself in the church. And he also comes face to face with the lawman, who is a lawman of the town, and who also has had a couple run-ins with the characters throughout the story anyway, because he shot some people. He's one of the people that are trying to keep the ritual happening and trying to make sure someone catches the October Boy. Like someone has to catch him. If he makes it to the church, we're all fucked. And of course, he makes it to the church. And
right.
Jerry is his name. Jerry Ricks. And Ricks attempts to kill the October Boy, but then he is shot and killed. While all that is happening, and it's just the October Boy, the main characters, Pete and his friends, and Rick, who they just killed, the churches and surrounding buildings are then set ablaze by the October Boy as he's fleeing the town people. So the October Boy is setting everything on fire as he's running through the town, as they're trying to catch him. And it's great because from what I remember of it, he's just like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Fuck y'all. And he starts chasing the people as they're fleeing from the October Boy, and he set everything ablaze. And the town kind of just burns to the ground. And now they can, of course, when the town burns to the ground, people can actually leave now. Because they were not allowed to leave before due to some unforeseen circumstances because of the ritual and sacrifice and all that shit. So the October Boy basically burns everything to the ground. I think he ends up dying at the end, obviously, because he can't live a normal life after that. And it kind of just ends abruptly where the people can now leave the town. I mean, because everything's burnt to the ground. That's pretty much the October Boy. I mean, the story's not very detailed. I shouldn't say detailed. It is, but like it's not very jam-packed with plot. The plot's pretty simple. You only get like maybe a day before the actual hunt, and then the book ends when it's obviously after midnight. And the hunt is done and everything's burning to the ground because the October Boy set on fire because he's Jim Shepard, the previous boy who was killed, and he's pissed that he was lied to, and all the teenagers were also lied to, and the only people that knew were the fathers or the men of the town knew. And of course, I think Shepard's family knew as well, obviously, because they you can kind of tell when they describe the family in the book that they're very distraught about it, and they're kind of just like emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Exactly. Now, this book was released as a movie back in October 11th, 2023 from MGM, which is owned by Amazon, which I did not know that, but apparently they are. Which is another company like Audible that's owned by Amazon. Oh, the fun facts of it all. And I have not seen the movie yet, so I don't know if they've kept. I probably should have watched the movie. Of course, I didn't know originally if we were going to do this book, but I'll watch the movie eventually. But the movie is out there. It's on digital now. Of course, it was on digital like 2 days after it came out in theaters. So yeah, go check out Dark Harvest. It's a fun little book. It's only 176 pages, so you can get done within like an hour or two if you're a fast reader, like Jacob over here.
Or in like 30 minutes if you listen to it like Devin did.
I have it was not 30 minutes. Hold up. Let me get the receipts. It was at least 2 hours. Hold up. I'm going to look this up. You got me messed up. Dark Harvest. Dark Harvest. Dark Harvest is 4 hours and 34 minutes. Bam. Right. That's right. So yes, Dark Harvest. I like the book. I thought it was pretty good. Johnny told me about it a while back when they first released the movie, and I'm like, I have to read this book. So I did. Or I listened to it, I should say. I read along. The fun stuff. So yes, go check out Dark Harvest. Again, If you look in the description below, I mean, I'm not going to do that again because obviously we don't need to. But the links for all the stuff you need, including the Audible, are all in the description below. Support us, yes.
Yes, guys, please
Please.
support us
Please.
because Devin works Uber and does other side jobs.
Yeah.
I now have a full-time job.
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna be honest, I hate customer service,
Yeah.
but unfortunately that's where my experience is in. And if you guys help us out, tell your friends. All right, like, hey, do you want to listen to a couple of idiots talk about books all day? Well, go
Hell
listen to
yeah.
Book Watchers.
Hell yeah.
All right, and tell your moms. I'm sure your mom will love us.
Yes, tell your mom. Tell your mom.
Tell your mom. All right.
Tell your dad.
I mean, tell your dad too.
Wake up.
Anyway.
But thank y'all for listening to today's episode.
And
catch us next time as I talk about another ooky spooky book. Until then, bye.
Bye.